Mikla at the bottom of the list? And calling the delivery bad? Oh brother, this video list stinks. Yeah, this list is kinda ass, not gonna lie. You didn't even mention some of the best lines. Takes are hotter than Midra. Never cook again. Holy, bro did not cook. L list. Never rank again, little bro. You the guy they nerfed Radahn for. Guys, is it gay that I like getting grabbed by Radahn because Mikla starts rizzing me up? Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's ranking time, baby. Coming in at number 14, we've got Stinky Lady Leda. And it's a shame, really. He starts out really strong, poster girl of the DLC, looking all drippy, and if you didn't get hyped when she first told you to touch the withered arm, then seek help, my friend.
Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported.
The problem is that she just starts getting worse and worse as you progress. Why do I say this? She's just annoying. You don't have to agree with me, but she slowly started intriguing me less and less. And by the time I got to the end of Einar Elam, I literally hated her. She's honestly unbearable in that whole shebang, and I always dread having to face her. Started off controversial yet again, I see. At number 13, we got the Redmane Freya. Now, this is an odd one because she's not bad in any way per se. She's kind of just there. She exists, and that's pretty much it. She doesn't really have any distinguishing factors. Her dialogue is average, her armor is average, and her sword isn't unique at all. The only reason I didn't put her at the bottom is because she doesn't have anything bad about her. She's about as mid can get. Sorry, Freya. But that's all you're getting from me, Sugar Plum.
Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the great lion.
Okay, that line kinda slapped though, not gonna lie. Coming in at number 12, we've got my boy, Fire Knight Queeline, or as I like to call him, Queeline Pie. Now, this is a rough one because I actually really like my boy Queeline. He's just a huge simp for Mesmer, and let's be real, aren't we all, in one way or another, simps for Mesmer? Anywho, the only reason I have him so low on the list is because they did my boy so dirty. What is this haircut from Software? Seriously, you took a menacing, fire-bending zealot and with one mistake in character creation, turned him into a bowl-cut virgin. Like, seriously guys, why did you do this? Now you may be wondering, is having a bad haircut really enough to warrant a bad rating? The answer is yes. Yes it is. Moving on to number 11, we've got Tiolier. And oh boy, here we go. I just don't like him, okay? A little bit less annoying than Leda, and he has a pretty interesting and engaging quest, which affects multiple other NPCs, but damn, he stinks. Quite literally. I mean, he sells you a bunch of poison fermented things. He probably smells real bad. As you may have realized by this point, there's no real rhyme or reason to my ratings, other than what I feel. So if you came here for a pure, well-reasoned and unbiased opinion, then you've come to the wrong place, my friend. But perhaps why I really don't like this guy is because he gets all salty when you tell him that Centrina spoke to you and not to him. She just prefers me, bro. What can I say? Just deal with it and take it like a champ next time.
We beg of thee, rise.
Number 10, we've got everyone's favorite gilf, the Hornsent Grandam. Before this video, I'd never done her quest once, and all I knew was that she is the one speaking during the Divine Beast cutscene, and she nails the creepy, vengeful attitude really well. Her quest is pretty decent, and requires you to speak to her with this giant, goofy head to receive some scorpion stew or something. I don't know, I didn't really properly finish it. The problem with the Grandam is actually nothing. FromSoft honestly nails their NPCs most of the time, and the only reason that she places at number 10 is that her superiors are just that, superior. All in all, Gylfi, you're pretty great, but just not quite good enough. Coming in hard at number 9, we got my homeboy, Dane the Dryleaf. Now, luckily for me, this guy is pretty simple. A silent monk who likes to do kung fu and kick the shit out of you. I mean, what's not to love? The only issue with this is we don't get to explore his character, as he quite literally has nothing to say. Except after you kill him in Inner Elam. I believe he has one line, but I can't remember what it is. On the other hand, his outfit is great, both the Dryleaf arts weapons are awesome, and not to mention, Dryleaf Whirlwind is insanely fun to use. And we all have my boy Dane to thank for that. I just wish he had more to say, even though I know that would defeat the whole purpose of his character, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? Right? In that juicy number 8 spot, we got everyone's favorite goth baddie, Swordhand of Night Jolan. I mean, come on guys, do I really even need to say anything other than look at her goddamn armor? I mean, holy shit. I guarantee that 90% of Elden Ring players creamed themselves when they first saw this NPC and immediately went onto Elden Ring Wiki or YouTube to find out exactly how they could get her armor. Jolan herself is exactly as you'd expect a goth baddie to be. Disdainful, closed off, and mysterious. As much as I love everything about her, I just can't quite bring myself to rank her higher, because she's kind of just a side character in a more important NPC's quest, and we really don't find out too much about her. Remember guys, the goth baddies will ruin your lives, so why not go for someone a little more appropriate, just like our next NPC.
So, I find things. Many things.
Yup, coming in at number 7, we've got everyone's favorite simpleton, Moore. Weaponized autism indeed. I'm sorry, but if you don't like Moore, then you have no soul. He's like that one endearing retarded friend that you can manage at small doses, but who you run away from when they try to spend more time with you. Yep, I said it. Moore himself has a heart of gold. His only goal in life is to find and protect. He would quite literally never hurt a fly. Seriously though, his shield bash attack literally does 0 damage. And when you try to kill his pest friends around the Land of Shadow, he immediately comes to their aid and rocks your shit with his shield. What a guy. Not going to lie though, the first time I did that ladder fight and he was throwing hefty rot pots and shield bashing me, I really did wish I told him to remain sad forever, because my god, that was annoying. But unlike Ledder, you can tell that he just doesn't know any better, and that's why he places much higher than her. Moore, I will forever love you, my sweet simpleton.
Sad forever.
At number 6, we've got the sleepiest girl that ever there was. Yup, Centrina is an NPC. Bet you forgot about her, didn't you? I know I certainly did before I did my research for this video. But goddamn, look at her design. I'm not sure how they can create something that simultaneously looks like a jumbled mess and also a ceaselessly flowing masterpiece. That's FromSoft for you, ladies and gentlemen. The mystery and lore surrounding Centrina that was teased throughout the base game did not disappoint in its reveal. Miquella's second half is possibly the most unique NPC in the game. Not to mention, you have to pop your clogs in front of her 4 times in a row before she actually says anything. Her voice is also spine-tinglingly creepy, and really does suit what a character in an endless sleep might sound like.
You must kill Miquella.
Gracious, the starry sky is wondrous tonight indeed.
At number 5, who other than Count Ymir, the worst mother that ever there was. This is a great NPC, no matter how you spin it. In my first playthrough, his questline was by far the one I was most invested in. The mystery surrounding the giant finger runes and the creepy aura surrounding this dude was certainly enough to pique my interest. His dialogue is good and well thought out. He gives you an insane amount of insight into the lore and reveals a bunch of things we didn't know. Not to mention, both variations of his armor are superb wizard's drip. Yes, his questline does end with fighting the worst boss in the DLC, being a Matir, but you know what they say. It's about the journey, not the destination. And the journey of getting to Matir through this creepy-ass dude was certainly a memorable one.
Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning.
At number 4, we've got the Horn Scent. Now, I think this dude is on a similar, if not the same level as Count Emir, but he has one characteristic that gives him the edge for me. He's got my absolute favorite armor in the game, the braided cord robe. It honestly doesn't look too great on him because I think his ugly caterpillar mask ruins it, but when you put it on, yowza, it looks super edgy and clean. Besides his drip, this guy is a very well-built character driven by his thirst for vengeance upon Mesmer. Great voice acting, well-written lines combined with an interesting quest is all you need really. Not to mention, you get to kill Leda not once, but twice if you choose to side with him. I mean, how great is that? And of course, his weapon, the Falx, is completely busted and super fun to use, and that's always a bonus. One gripe I have with him though is, why the fuck is he called the Horn Scent? Aren't his people called the Horn Scent? So why is that his name too? Marika's people were called the Shamans, but her name isn't the Shaman. So like, what the fuck guys? Give the man a unique name, for Christ's sake.
Egon. Piteous Egon. Do you not remember?
Into the top 3 spots, we've got the clear fan favorite, Egon the Drake Hunter. Stop what you're doing right now. Yes, you. I can already sense you going into the comment section.
Oh my god, Egon only at number 3? What is this guy smoking?
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. Chill out, guys. Number 3 is still a solid position, so calm down. And let me explain why. He's awesome, okay? The voice acting by this dude is unrivaled. And Curse You, Bale will forever be iconic.
Curse you, Bale! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Behold, a true Drake warrior, and I, Egon. Solid of scale you might be, foul dragon, but I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. With a hail of harpoons, with every last drop of my being.
But despite Egon's awesomeness, the more you look at his character, the more you realize that his voice acting is all he really has going for him. He gives you no information about the lore of anything really. His armor and weapon are complete doo-doo garbage, and you can't even argue with me there. The dude can't even walk, for goodness sake. But, his voice acting is amazing. And it for sure carries his entire character. Voice acting is very important when it comes to creating a well-built character. But to get to number 2 and number 1 spot, you've got to have the full package. Voice acting, solid lore, nice drip, great weapons, and this brings me to my number 2 spot.
Summon me. Summon my soul.
Sate your boundless appetite. Feel the euphoria of a dragon's essence taking root in your meager frame.
Oh yes, baby, the Dragon Priestess. I really do not understand why more people don't talk about her. Everything about this NPC is pristinely executed. I will never forget The feeling of listening to this creature's beautiful voice, surrounded by the most imposing scene imaginable. The mountain itself thundering and quaking in the background, with the corpse of a gargantuan dragon right next to you, all combined together to set the tone. Priestess Florisax then gives you the biggest, fattest lore dump you've ever heard, while still maintaining her eloquent voice. I really could listen to her spinning lore about the ancient dragons all day. And then, of course, her design is brilliantly executed and looks exactly what you'd imagine a humanoid dragon might look like. The best part is you don't even need to wear her armor. You can quite literally become her armor when entering dragon form. So many factors all come together so beautifully to create this wondrous NPC, and I really do hope that this video may help you guys see her in a better light, because I really do believe she deserves the spot. I even considered placing her at number 1, because that's how good she really is. But of course, only one NPC was worthy of the number 1 spot. Enter the GOAT.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying.
It's Ansbach, of course, the most legendary NPC of the DLC, and quite possibly the entire game. All throughout Elden Ring, you've been hearing of the kindness of Miquella and the joy he brings to the world. But with Ansbach, for the first time ever, someone speaks against him to expose him for the monster he truly is. Humble, intelligent, known for his legendary skills with the blade, Ansbach is as good as they come, ladies and gentlemen. He is the full package. He brings so much to the table. His writing is immaculate, with a beautiful voice to match. He also gives you some serious revelations throughout your quest with him, revealing the truth about Miquella and how he's not as kind as everyone has been led to believe. Not to mention, he single-handedly destroyed the allegations against Mohg and cleared his name. Unfortunately, he couldn't stop Mohg's body being violated, but hey, it wasn't for lack of trying. The legendary Ansbach had such big balls that he challenged an Empyrean to a 1v1. Granted, he did lose that battle, but hey, he's got big balls, alright. The more I played Shadow of the Erdtree, the more I realized that this guy is it. He is the one you want fighting by your side in the final battle. It doesn't even stop there. A super drippy outfit, comboed with arguably the best bow and scythe in the game. He's got it all, my friends. This brings me to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please feel free to let me know your thoughts and rankings down in the comments below. Until next time, my brothers.